So, before we start anything, I'd like to ask one question. Think back to your life. Has there ever been a moment where you've done something that you've been genuinely scared of? Think back down in the memory lane. Memory lane. Think back. Has there been something that you've been so genuinely scared of doing, but you've been wanting to do it? You know, whether it be skydiving, drawing, swimming, I don't know, drawing, photography, videography, like a dream, a passion that you've been doing, but just been holding off because it's just genuinely stressful, or like you don't have time, or maybe you're just overall scared of it. It's quite surreal thinking that you couldn't do it because you were uncomfortable, but you ended up doing it anyway, which becomes like, oh, so I'm actually capable of doing this something that I've been so afraid of. That, boys and girls, is the area of discomfort. For every bad, remember, there is a good. And for every discomfort that you feel, there is always an area for growth. For this video, I'd like to state that comfort is quietly stealing your potential. I'd like to first start off by saying that comfort often likes to disguise itself as safety, which can often be very hard to recognize. Safety can mean a lot of things. It could be falling into a routine, falling in love with someone, trusting someone that you know, or just overall thinking that you're safe from a deadline when you sure as hell aren't. I'm speaking for myself. These kinds of things can lead to a bunch of problems, like missed opportunities, skills that could have but never got the chance to develop, confidence that you could have gained but shrank because it's never really been tested. I have a big problem with that one personally, because I'm trying to sacrifice a majority of my time trying to gain that confidence back. And if I have to film myself all throughout the night to film this video and try to prove a point by filming myself to do the thing that I hate doing just to prove a point that I need to do what I need to do to gain the confidence to do what I must, then I'll do it over and over and over and over again. Anyways, you could also lose the ability of feeling grateful for the life that you've lived, and you could just really be filled with regret of not having been able to build quietly over the times. I've had such moments myself in high school, in grade school. I mean, it's all throughout. I've experienced it. Even right now, I've almost always avoided content creation because I felt embarrassed. I never really liked talking in front of the camera. I've been really uncomfortable with how I look. I didn't know how to articulate properly. I didn't know how to transfer from one idea to another. I didn't know how to have the confidence to know what I was talking about and be able to stand my ground to portray what I must, to deliver what I can to the audience that I'm talking to. As of right now, I'm in the 6th habitual log trying to portray this framework in the best way that I can, practicing freestyling and bullet points so that I can just speak freely in moments of where I can. Does that even make sense? I don't even know. I'm in this area of discomfort right now, and hopefully in the future, if we're thinking long term, I can speak better, I can articulate more better, I can deliver ideas that can be well understood, and I can actually deliver value that can be easily consumed. For the most part, I've been avoiding it because I've been avoiding content creation because how could I do content creation when I've never really been proud of myself to begin with? I've never really practiced. I've never had the experience to try or test it out. So how could I call myself worthy of content creation? So I felt stuck in this box of never really recognizing myself as someone who could be capable or someone who's deserving of being able to be a content creator. Haven't thought so. I thought I could at least focus on something that I could control, which is the technical aspects of content creation. This varied from videography, photography, and anything in between, really. And then I just went from there. If I can't control the outer aspects of my personalities, maybe I can control the technical aspects like the equipment and whatnot. And seeing as where I am right now, at least I can talk properly in front of the camera, although I can't really deliver much in terms of articulation and getting straight to the point. At least we're getting somewhere, and that's good progress, Good progress is better than no progress at all. It's better to face something than not ever having faced it at all. So yeah, if I had not focused on the technical aspects, who knows where I'll be right now? Maybe I'm not even talking in front of the camera. Maybe I wouldn't even have the chance to have this camera to begin with. It's always the uncomfortable things that leads you to the opportunities, to the areas of where you want to be. Although they can be uncomfortable for a time, given that you've been doing them for a certain period of time, you can be very well sure that something will come back to bite you, whether it be good or bad. Just be damn sure you're there to take it head on. Because really, what's a good price to pay other than your time? I don't know. What are the takeaways of this? Well, if you can just do one uncomfortable thing each day, you can be very damn well sure that you've made progression towards the things that you don't want to do but still want to get in front of. Fix your mindset too. Replace what if I fail to what if I improve? What if I really become that person? What if I can become? And lastly, try to view mistakes as feedbacks. You don't want to just hate everyone for trying to correct your wrongs. Try to remember this single principle. Everyone acts in the views of good, no matter how negative they can be. Although they can work against you, just use it as fuel for you to improve upon. Lastly, I'd like to ask you one more question before we close this. I'd like to ask, if your life stays as comfortable as it exactly is right now, where do you think you'll be in 5 years? Are you proud of it? I'd love to know in the comments down below. Lastly, I'd like to remind everyone watching this today that every choice you make is an opportunity to become better for the future. Every version of the future self, every version that you've been building for the future is built by today's choices, especially the comfortable ones that you've made. Lastly, I'd like to end by reminding everyone that's watching this today that every choice you've made up until this point is a future you're building for yourself. The choices that you've made for today will count for something for the future. Lastly, before we close, I'd like to remind everyone here watching today that every choice you've made accounts for something in the future. The choices that you've made up until this point, even by watching this video, will count for something in the future. If you've cringed at it and still stayed for the sake of your future, it'll still count, because every choice you've made will count for something, especially the uncomfortable ones. Thank you. And that is our presentation for today's 6th Habitual Logs. Hopefully you were able to consume it. It's not very articulate, but freestyling is hard, okay? Hopefully it's better for the 7th one. Bye-bye for now. Peace.